bass, percussions, and the drums. The guitars group. Let's listen to the whole project now. What's up, music lovers? I hope you're doing well. This video is a challenge I made for myself. I wanted to recreate a Bob Marley and the Wailers song inside Ableton Live 11 Suite, the version that I have, only using sounds, packs, audio effects from Live 11 Suite. So I will show you how I made the song Crisis from the album Kaya. His grandsons of Bob Marley use it in one of his songs that popped off in the social media and all that stuff. So yeah, I will just show you how I made this song. So let's start with the drum. Let's go. Here I have my drums track in green with all the MIDI clips. I have an intro, verse, bridge, chorus, solo. I was listening to the song. I'm trying to approach the sounds of each instrument. So this is my drum rack. It's like a drum kit and you can create your own drum inside Ableton. All the drum sounds that I use inside Ableton are from 4 packs, session drums packs, and one is called the drum booth pack. This is the kick that I use, kick 2 plastic. I pitched down 5 semitones. Before it sounded like this. After, it's more round. I wanted to approach the sound I heard in the song Crisis. Side stick snare. As you can hear, there is a reverb and a delay on it. Here, echo, audio effect from Ableton. Filter here, cutting the lows and the highs. A bit mono. And here I have the reverb. This is the reverb hybrid reverb, a large plate. And I got my snare here. I wanted to approach the reggae snare, but I couldn't find any snare that sounded like a reggae snare. Here you can see I pitch up 1 semitones. Then I have my hi-hat closed with my open just on top. I pitch up 1 semitones too. On the open, I change a bit the tone to cut a bit of the lows and turn up the highs. I use only one tom, this one here, tom multi-rod mid. I didn't change a lot of the original sound. And then I only use one cymbal crash here, deep snare. Shape the tone to get more highs, less lows. So that's it for all the drums elements in my drum kit. I created a drum room mic with this reverb here, synthetic drum room from Hybrid Reverb, EQ on it. This was on my first auxiliary. So I send a bit of all my elements in it, and only on the delay and the plate reverb, I send my snares, my tom, and my hi-hats. Let's listen without the fake drum room mic. With so it gives me like all those individual elements that play in the same room. I play all the drums, all the instruments inside the project with my MIDI keyboard, and then I adjust the velocity of some notes here in the hi-hats. As you can see, I play with the velocity range. With that velocity range here, all the hi-hat notes will not play at the same velocity, but always inside the same range to give that human feeling, not always the same velocity. And then after all my drums, I put a drum bus with the compression activated, soft distortion, 20% drive, the dump to cut a bit of the high notes. You see I put it in 40%, so I use the drum bus as a parallel effect. And then I followed with a glue compressor to control all my drums together. Let's listen to the drums without those 2 effects. With the 2 effects. That's it for the drums. Then I have my percussions, a tambourine, a vibra slap, and a cabeza. Let's listen to the percussions. Tambourine, I did the same thing as my hi-hats. I play with the velocity range. It's giving a human feel. And then I have two cabeza to do the... And then the vibra-slap here, I heard in the song, they play it 2 times. And the first time, they choke the sounds. So he's doing... And after... The second one is releasing the song. To do that kind of effect, I use the choke group inside a drum rack. Here with this IO setting, you can show it. And you have the choke column. You have groups of choke. I group my vibra-slap with the conga low in the choke group 3. When my vibra-slap play and there is a conga low, it will stop my vibra-slap here. Let's listen without the conga low. And with, you can hear the congalo choke the vibra-slap here. And then all my percussions, I send it to a reverb, the B send to track return B here. It's a whole preset from the hybrid reverb. This reverb, I will use it for all my instruments. As I heard in the song, all my instruments inside the same place. All my instruments here will go inside that reverb. And also, I have a delay. My guitars will go inside it too. So let's listen to the drums and the percussions. Next, I have the bass. I use the electric bass from the guitar and bass pack. I use on it amp from the audio effect. The bass preset. Bass 100% at 10 here. No mid, no treble. I play with the volume because when it's too hot, it starts to distort. I use the chorus to widen my bass sound because I heard the bass was not too mono inside the song Crisis. So I played with the chorus at 40%. I activated this high pass filter. Chorus will only affect from 45 Hz to up and not below 45 Hz with 100% and a glue compressor to control all my bass sounds. And this is how the electric bass sounds without those effects. And with so it's a bit larger, you can hear a bit of the chorus. I didn't want it to be a huge thing. Let's listen to the bass, percussions and the drums. Now let's continue to the guitars. My first Skank guitar, I used guitar open from the same pack as the bass, the guitar and bass pack. I use with it a wah pedal that I play with it, the amp, audio effect with the clean presets and the cabinet to recreate, you know, a cabinet of an amp to put a microphone. I put a condenser microphone near on axis to give a good skank as I heard in the song. This is how the Skank guitar sounds without those effects. With it's pan on the right as in the song. I send it to the hybrid reverb and also in the delay here I use in milliseconds and this delay I use for my other guitars too. Then we have the Skank effects. I use the same guitar open as the Skank and I call it Skank effects because it's a guitar with a lot of effect on it. As I heard in the song, there was a lot of wah on it, really affected the sound of the guitar. I use with it the amp, the blues preset, the EQ you can see here, with the cabinet, a bit of EQ and a glue compressor. This is quite a cool effect. So this is how it sounds without those effects. With as you can hear, it's doing a weird like pretty cool. Also on the Skank effects, as you can see here, this red dot, it's saying that I automated some parameter only for the intro, as you can see, and the rest of the song is going back to here. When it's playing some notes in the intro, the sound was not too much affected by the wah sound. And that's what I heard this guitar was doing in the song, so I tried to recreate it. Then we have the lead guitar. I call it lead, but it's just a guitar that's playing some notes. The same guitar as the two Skank guitars. Only use amp with the blues preset here. Play with the EQs here. This is how we sound without the amp. With the amp, let's listen to the guitars group. I love the Skank effects. Then I have my keys. I heard there was a piano playing only on the verse here and a bit on the solo part. This piano is the grand piano stretch bright solo from the grand piano pack. I play with only the sound here from the piano. The width, put it a bit in mono, not too wide. This is the piano without the utility here. I send it to the hybrid reverb. Now with the utility. And also lowered a lot of the gain, the volume, because it was not really in front in the song, it's really behind. Then after the piano, I have an electric piano, an EP, Dan piano from Chopin Swing Pack. It's doing some melodies in the verse, bit of chords during the bridge. I think it's this electric piano doing the solo in the song Crisis. As you can see here, there is some automation here in the verse and from the solo and also the width. Let's listen to the electric piano. And in the solo. Not a big difference, but it's a difference that I heard in the song. And then the last instrument is an organ. I use this organ mustard ball park from the electric keyboard pack. There was some automation on the drawbar during the solo. When they holding a chord, the sound of the organ was doing woo, it's going up or it's changing. So I tried to recreate it. This is how the organ sound from the chorus to the solo. As you can see, it's going up. Let's listen to the keys instrument together. That's it for all the instruments that I heard inside the song Crisis. You saw I tried to, as I was recreating the song, I was mixing it on my master bus. I use this master MIDI analog. It's come with Ableton from the core library racks. I play with it. As you can see here, I try to do a bit of saturation, compression, the limiter gain at 100%. And I was hitting the -6 dBs. And then when I put this at 10 dB, it was reaching almost 0 dB. So yeah, so that's it for the song, the challenge I wanted to recreate. So yeah, let's listen to the whole project now. So yeah guys, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoy it. Please leave a like and that will help me a lot in my YouTube journey. I will try to make a little more challenge like this, recreate some reggae songs. So yeah guys, God bless you all. Peace.